The same plan of process that is given to manufacture a computer is called computer architecture. The popular computer architectures are number one, IBM architecture. Number two, Apple or Mac architecture. Number three, what is there? Sun architecture. When I use the word sun architecture, SunSpark, SunSpark missions, Sun Solaris missions, those things, guys. Okay, knowingly, unknowingly, all our regular desktop and laptops are having what architecture, guys? IBM architecture. And all Apple computers are having what architecture? Mac architecture. Sir, why are you teaching this one? I just want to prove C++ not only operating system dependent, they are architecture dependent also. Java is not only platform independent, that is architecture independent also. That means when I compile C language, I will get .exe file, right? That exe file is not only operating system dependent, it is also what? Architecture dependent. It is C. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Come on, everyone. C++ languages are not only platform dependent, they are also what? Architecture dependent. Whereas Java is what? Platform and architecture independent. Platform and what? Architecture independent. Are you getting my point there? OS is equal to operating system like Windows, Linux, and etc. Right? Was yeah. Look at the C language, guys. C. Okay. C++. After compilation, you will get .obj file. If you go further, you will get .exe file, right? Okay, let us assume this exe file has come in what? Windows operating system and IBM architecture, right? When you compile .java file, you will get .class file. This is again there in which environment, guys? Windows OS and IBM architecture. Windows OS and what? IBM architecture. Are you getting my point there or not there, guys? Come on. Everyone getting my point there or not there, guys? Come on, guys. See, guys, exe file Windows OS IBM. Okay, Windows OS IBM architecture. Are you comfortable, guys? Come on. Tell me, guys. This is my computer one. What is there? This is my what? Computer one. This is my what? Computer one. Windows OS IBM architecture. What is there? Windows OS IBM architecture. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Okay. Windows OS IBM architecture. There, what is the story, guys? There. What is the story? What is the story, guys? Windows OS IBM architecture. There, what is the story? Yeah, the story goes basically like this, guys. Some computer one is also having Windows OS IBM architecture, right? Computer one is also having what? Windows OS IBM architecture. If I copy exe file over here, it will execute or not there. If you copy same .class file to what? Windows OS IBM architecture, it will execute or not, guys? Come on, guys. Yes and yes. Okay, now tell me. exe file is copied to Mac OS IBM architecture. Or Mac. Here, what is there? Windows. exe file is platform dependent, right? So it will execute or no. But .java, when I move .class file, guys, yes. Okay. Next one. I moved that one to Sun Solaris Sun architecture. exe file of C language. No. .class file execution happens or not there, guys. Next one. Linux OS IBM architecture. What is there? No. Here .class file execution takes place or not there, guys. Windows OS Sun architecture. No. .class file execution takes place or not, my dear. Okay, final conclusion is what? C++ languages are not only platform dependent, they are also architecture dependent. They are also what, guys? Architecture dependent. Agree with me, guys? They are not only platform dependent, they are also what? Architecture dependent. Okay. So when it comes to what? Java. Java is not only operating system independent, it is also what, guys? Architecture independent. Convinced with me, my dear? Not only platform dependent, they are also what? Architecture independent. Come on, my dear. Browser to website or application interaction, web application. Browser to nareshit.com. Application to application interaction is what? Distributed application. Nareshit.com to GPay, GPay to bank application. So they are called distributed application or not there. What about enterprise application, guys? Enterprise application is the combination of what? Web application plus distributed application. Flipkart with card payment, Naresh IT with what? UPI payment. So they deal with what? Both web application and enterprise applications, now my dear. Okay, look at a typical enterprise application looks like this. Browser talking to flipkart.com. What is their web application? Flipkart.com talking to PayPal. What is their distributed application? PayPal talking to Visa Master application. What is their distributed application? Visa Master application talking to bank application. What is their distributed application? I hope you convinced, my dear. Come on. Are Visa, Master, Mastrio, all these are payment gateways. They provide worldwide infrastructure to operate the cards are not there, guys. PayPal, PayuMoney, Nemu Money, all these are what? Payment gateways. They are what? Payment gateways. They act as a bridge between e-commerce applications. Okay. They act as what, guys? They act as what? Okay, guys. They act as payment gateways. They act as what, guys? Payment. Already we discussed all these things in the introduction itself, right? I'm just revising, guys. Okay, now I'm coming to actual discussion, boss. Okay. Distributed computing or application development makes two applications of two different servers belonging to either same mission or what? Different missions talking to each other and also exchanging what? Data. And also simply exchanging data are not there, guys. Okay. Note. Since the XML or JSI is platform independent, OS independent, language and technology independent, so we can say XML, JSON are what? Global data formats are not there. They are technically, literally called as what? Global data formats. Are you getting my point there, guys? Okay, compared to XML, JSON is better alternate or not, my dear? Okay, see, browser to application one, flipkart.com. This is website. Website one. Website is talking to what? PayPal. This is distributed application or not there? But this may belongs to Java, this may belongs to .NET. But how data exchange should happen? Global data format. The data that is not specific to one language or technology or framework. And that is nothing but XML or JSON are not there. That is seriously nothing but XML or JSON are not, my dear. Okay, guys. Now tell me. So browser talking to flipkart.com. Here flipkart.com is the website. Flipkart.com talking to PayPal, right? Here PayPal is distributed application or not there? Okay, guys. Okay, this may be in X technology, this may be in Y technology. How data exchange takes place, guys? The data exchange will happen either using XML or using what? JSON. Super. Tell me. Application to application interaction is called distributed application. They generally deal with what? Method calls. What calls, guys? They generally deals with what? Method calls, method requests, communication, where data can be exchanged through what? XML or what? JSON. XML or JSON format. Very simple. Flipkart.com will call the method of PayPal, but the inputs and outputs of that method call will be there either in the form of XML or in the form of what? JSON. Okay, that's good. Generally, every application contains how many layers, guys? 4 layers. Presentation layer are what? UI layer. Presentation layer are what? UI layer. Okay. Contains UI logic, struts, JSF, Spring MVC, Servlet JSP, Angular, React, HTML, JSS will be used or not there. Service layer contains business logic, calculations, validations, analyzations will be there, right? Next one, persistence layer or what? Data access layer or a DAO class, purely persistence logic will be there. For that one, we can take the support of what? Spring JDBC, Spring Data JPA, Spring Data JDBC, MongoDB, n number of things we can use are not there, guys. Java class, Spring Beans can be used. Next, data layer, guys. What is there? Data layer. Array, it's a database software where data will be saved and managed. Where exactly the data will be what? Saved and managed. So that's the data layer. So a typical application contains how many layers? 4 layers. Number one, what layer? Presentation layer, where UI logics will be kept. Number two, service layer, where business logic will be kept. Next, persistence layer, where persistence logic, data layer is the database. But this is individual application development. Flipkart will have all the 4 layers. PayPal will have all the flow layers. But if you want to see application to application interaction, both side one extra layer is required. Okay. In Flipkart side, what layer is required, guys? Integration layer is required. PayPal side, what layer is required, guys? Integration layer is required. Flipkart side, what layer is required? PayPal side, what layer is required? Integration layer. Are you getting my point there, guys? Super. Okay. If you want to link one application with what? Another application using distributed computing or application development environment, we need to add an additional layer in both consumer and producer application. That is what? Integration layer. We can develop the logics of this integration layer using what? Distributed technologies or frameworks like RMI, EasyAB, web services and what? Etc. RMI, EasyAB, web services and what? Etc. Consumer application, client application that consume the services of server application or what? Producer. Producer application, server application that develop the services of what? Server application or producer application. Array, here Flipkart is called consumer application, PayPal is called what? Producer application. Okay, I already said in application to application interaction, application one individual project, application to another project. Okay, consumer is individual project, producer is individual project. Along with the regular 4 layers, one extra layer will be there that is called as what? Integration layer. What layer, guys? One extra layer is there. What is there? Integration layer. Are you understanding my statement, boss? Come on, everyone. That layer is called as what? Integration layer, my dear. Okay. Yeah. Now tell me here, what is the story? Server 1 on mission 1, server 2 on what? Mission 10. Okay, server 1 on machine 1, application 1 consumer Flipkart, application 2 producer PayPal. It is having presentation layer, service layer, data layer, DAO layer. Okay, and the database software data layer, right? Presentation, service, DAO, it's having its own database software that is nothing but DAO layer. But what is the extra at what consumer side? Integration layer. What is extra at what? Application to integration layer. Here one thing extra, here one thing extra, right? Both side integration layers are there or not there, guys? Okay, both side integration layers are there or not there, guys? Super, guys. Integration layer of application 1 is technically called as what? Stub. Integration layer of application 2 is technically called as what? Skeleton. What is there? Skeleton. Integration layer of application 1 is called stub. Integration layer of what? Producer is called as what? This. Array, to develop logics of integration layer at consumer side, integration layer at producer side, we need the support of, tell me, we definitely need the support of what, guys? We definitely solidly need the support of what, guys? Distributed technologies. Everyone getting my point? Array, see, application to application interaction means both application side some logic is required. That is part of what? Integration layer. What layer? Okay. Integration layer at client side. Integration layer at what? Server side. Come on. Okay, integration layer at client side is technically called as a stub. Integration layer at server side is technically called as what? Skeleton. Are you understanding my statement, my dear? Come on, everyone. Okay, right. To write logics in integration layers. Okay, in that means indirectly to write stub and skeleton logics. Okay. Okay, we need the support of distributed technology. RMI, EJB, Corba, web services, all these are there acting as what? Distributed technology. Convinced or not, my dear? Come on, everyone. In web service environment, stub and skeleton logics will communicate with each other using request response model, in which inputs will be sent in the form of request body and outputs will be received in the form of response body. Along with the request, inputs will be carried as body content, body. And every restrict we have a structure, head, body kind. Response also will have head body. Output will come in the form of response body or not there. Okay. In non-web service environment, RMI is AB. The stub and skeletons will communicate with each other using method calls. Here no request response, guys. Method call. Okay, consumer will call the method of producer. Producer will send the results back to consumer as the return value of the method call, in which inputs will be given in the form of what? Method call argument, and output will come in the form of method call return value or not there. Inputs will come in the form of method call arguments and output will come as in the form of what? Method call return value or not there, guys. Come on, everyone. The integration layer logics of consumer application is technically called as what? Stub logics. The integration layer logics of producer application is technically called as what, guys? Skeleton logic. I hope you convinced, my dear. Come on. Okay, guys. Yeah, different ways of developing integration layer logic in Java environment. Different distributed technologies or frameworks of what? Java. Are very simple, guys. The logics of stub and skeletons will be developed either using distributed technologies or distributed frameworks. Okay, stub is nothing but integration layer at consumer side. Skeleton is nothing but what, guys? Integration layer at what, guys? Producer side. Okay. To develop, tell me. Integration layer logics. We can take the support of logics of both consumer and producer application. We can take the support of what is there, guys? Distributed application technology. Distributed technologies are frameworks. We can definitely take the support of what, guys? Distributed technologies are frameworks. That's good. Other domain distributed technologies. These are Java domain. RMI, EaseAB, remote method invocation, EaseAB, enterprise Java beans, Corba can be implemented in multiple languages. HTTP invoker from the Spring JWE module. Web services can be implemented in multiple languages. See, guys, RMI is AB. What's the problem? Consumer producer both must be there in Java. That means if website is there in Java, PayPal also should be there in Java. If PayPal says I will be there in .NET, I will change it to PayPal with some other thing. That's why RMI is AB are outdated because they are not interoperable, right? They don't allow to develop distributed application as what? Interoperable application. Are you getting my point? Corba supports multiple languages, guys, but on paper hero, in the implementation zero. That means so many promises are given, but in practicality that is not happening. Addressing that problem, who has come? Web services. HTTP invoker is also outdated, don't worry about. Addressing that one, who has come? Web services. The beauty of web services, consumer can be there in one language, producer can be there in another language. No restriction of consumer and producer must be there in same language or technology or what framework. They can be there in same language or different framework. It's purely possible, guys. It's purely possible. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on, everyone. Okay. Other domain distributed technologies. What is there? RPC. RPC using C, C++. DCOM using Microsoft technologies. .NET remoting using .NET technologies. Corba can be implemented in multiple tech. Web services can be implemented in multiple languages. Here, same web services, guys. Because web service is no way related to one language or one technology. Can be implemented in any language or technology. That's why web service is a mechanism or methodology, okay, that allows us to develop distributed application in any language or technology of our choice. In any language or what? Technology of our choice. Everyone convinced with me or not there, guys? Java-based distributed technology or framework is nothing but what? Both consumer and server application must be there in Java. Both consumer and server application must be there in what? Java. RMI is a B HTTP invoker, right? Multi-language distributed technology or framework means the client and server application can be there either in one language or in what? Two different languages. Can be there in one language or in what? Two different languages. Example, web services and Corba. What is the example, guys? It can be there in web services. It can be there in what? Corba. Everyone getting my point there or not there? Other domain distributed technologies are RPC, remote procedure calls, DCOM, .NET, and we have a lot of options are not there. Here web service is good, here web service is good, and both web services are same because web services implementation can be there either in same language or in what? Different language. That advantage is there or not there, guys? Okay. Yeah. No, I'll write one statement, guys. Non-web service based distributed applications are not interoperable. That means consumer and producer application cannot be there in two different languages or technologies or frameworks. Cannot be there in what? Two different languages or technologies or frameworks. Are you getting my point? Okay. So when it comes to what? When it comes to what? Web services. Web service based distributed applications are interoperable. That means the consumer and producer application can be there in same language, technology framework, or can be there in what? Different language, technologies, and framework. It's possible or not possible, guys? Possible or not possible, guys? Yeah, Steven. Web service is the best environment for developing distributed application because of it makes distributed applications as extension of web application. Or if you know how to develop the website as a small extension, we can make them as what? Distributed application. As a small extension, we can make them as what? Distributed application. Are you getting my point there, guys? That's one point. Next one. Next one is what? Interoperability, guys. What ability? Interoperability. The client and consumer application can be there in what? Two different languages or technologies or framework running on any OS having what? Any computer architecture. Running on any OS having any computer architecture. Are you understanding my statement, guys? So interoperable. So non-web service environment applications are not that capable of. Are they capable of that, guys? They are not capable of that. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on, everyone. Super, guys. So that is the reason RMI is a be outdated. Everyone prefers what? Web service. But I'm just officially telling what is the problem with what? RMI is a. RMI given by Sun Microsystem, part of what? JDK software. You need not to arrange RMI separately, guys. When JDK software, it is there. It is language dependent. That means both consumer and server application must be there in not same language, same Java, right? It is platform independent and architecturally neutral. They are there in Java, na? OS can be different, architecture can be different. Cannot use internet network as the communication channel. Between consumer and producer application, we cannot think about using what? Internet as the communication channel. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on. Okay, uses what, guys? JRMP. Java Remote Method Protocol as protocol for communication are not there. Java Remote Method Protocol as the protocol for communication are not, my dear. Come on, everyone. Okay.